So I'm starting off like usual with my Tarte lip palette and going into Free Spirit and Force of Nature. And this is just going to be my transition shade. And since this look is a lot more blown out, I'm going to, I guess, mostly cover all of this area. Then from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I'm taking Hazelnut right over here. And I'm taking that on a little e.l.f. professional blending eye brush and sweeping that across the lid. Not the lid, the above the crease area. And I'm also making sure to hit the very inner corner as well as the outer part, because I noticed that her eye makeup kind of like does a little swoop this way. So that's what I'm trying to mimic. Next, with the same brush, I'm going to go into Semi Sweet right over here. And I'm doing the same thing, just in a less concentrated area. And I'm also keeping most of the color concentration on this outside over here. And also blending this kind of nearer to this part of the brow bone, but not so much this part. I hope that makes sense. Now I'm going to go into Amaretto with my Motives detail brush and just filling in the outer V. I'm going in quite heavy-handed with this, but I'm not going to be too precise because I'm gonna blend it out with the previous brush. And I'm also taking care to kind of like wiggle in this little area as well to blend that out for just a nicer transition when we put on the gold. I feel like this tutorial is going by very quickly, but I guess that's a good thing. Okay, I'm taking a flat concealer brush. This is from Sephora. It came in like a little set, but I'm sure you could use like any flat brush. I'm going into this one. It's from Makeup Geek. I think it's called Fortune or Magic Act. I'm not sure, but it's one of the foiled shadows and it's the darker gold one. I'm just gonna pat this on. Okay, I think this one is actually, no, this one is actually called Magic Act, so I'm using that to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to go into some glitter from Urban Decay. This is their Midnight Cowboy glitter liner. If you don't have glitter lying around, I would suggest to just go in with a lighter gold on the eyelid instead. But I went in with a kind of darker one. I'm putting this on my eyes, by the way. Am I? Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna put eyeliner on because since it's a little harder to kind of like go over the glitter when you don't have liner on yet, because it gets like a little bit bumpy. And since Nicki's eyeliner is quite dramatic, I'm just going to pull this a lot farther than I usually would take it. And I'd fill in the wing like I usually do. I also balanced this out by drawing in my eyebrow tails a little longer than usual, because I feel like if I have a very long wing and the brow doesn't like quite match up with it, it looks a little weird on me. So I'm just taking the Tarte clay liner and putting this on with a sugar pill brush. Yeah, so this is what I kind of mean by it's harder to put the glitter on first and then put the liner on, because the liner or like your brush might catch onto the glitter and like make it go everywhere. Or you might get this really grainy texture because you're putting eyeliner on top of glitter. And I'm dragging this color down just a little bit as well. Next I'm going to take an angled brush. This is the MAC 266 brush and I'm going into Fashionista over here. This is the Tarte lip palette and I'm just kind of going to blend this out a little bit. And I'm also going to smoke out this tail of the wing. I would recommend to, well, I guess I always kind of recommend this, but to use less product because you can always build up that black, and especially since it is black and some blacks are quite pigmented, it's easier to layer on than it is to take away if you accidentally put on too much. Okay, so I'm going into Fashionista again with my Motives detail brush and just kind of like connecting my wing into my crease. This is actually going above my crease a little bit. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f. blending brush again, and I'm going back into, I'm not sure. I think it might be milk chocolate right over here, but I can't be certain. And I'm just gonna blend that out on the top. I messed up a little, but we're trying to keep like that kind of swooping shape. And I'm going in with my big fluffy brush just to blend all the edges out because they are looking a little harsh right now. Okay, then we're gonna go back into the e.l.f. brush and into milk chocolate and just kind of blending this area out. Or semi-sweet, I don't know. Okay, so now that we have that down, I'm going to curl my lashes and put mascara on. I haven't forgotten about the glitter liner, by the way, or just a glitter in general, I guess, but the reason I do this first is because, I'm not sure if it's because of my eye shape, but if I have glitter on my eyelids and then I use my eyelash curler, then all the glitter is going to just transfer right onto that eyelash curler and I have to reapply the glitter again. So instead I'm just like kind of doing it the opposite way. And I'm also going to leave my bottom lashes bare because Nicki usually has her bottom lashes bare. Oh, I'm putting on the glitter liner now, by the way, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I noticed Nicki usually has the bottom of her lash line bare, but I just chose to bring that down to my lower lash line because my eyes just like look really weird without it. I'm bringing this glitter also to kind of the inner corner, but not quite. And I'm also kind of blending this above the gold as well. And for that, just make sure there's less product on your brush. Or tap it out. Now all you have to do after this is wait for your glitter liner to dry. And I'm gonna put lashes on and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I have my lashes... Okay, there we go. Okay, so now that I have my lashes on, I'm going to put I'm gonna put in little rhinestones on around here. I know she has like little flecks of gold around this brow bone area as well, but I don't think I would be able to pull that off, so I'm just not gonna do it. Plus I don't have gold eyeliner, which is a little surprising considering that I feel like that's what most people have, but I just don't. Anyway, I'll be using these little gold rhinestones. You can't really see them, but they're just like these little things for nail art that one of my friends gave me. Okay, I'm just going to grab my little acrylic palette and put a little bit of eyelash glue on it. The way that I apply, I guess like any rhinestones or like glitter, chunky glitter on my face is that I take a pencil, because I don't have anything better, I dip that in the eyelash glue and I'm just going to put 4 little dots. Oh, I think I messed that one up a little bit. Okay, so I have 4 little dots. I just wiped off my pencil tip and I'm gonna lick. I feel like I lick everything, but anyway, I lick the tip of my pencil to pick up each little rhinestone and I'm just going to plop that onto the glue. This one doesn't quite match, so I'm just going to take my pair of tweezers and take this one off, and I'll just put more glue on. I feel like I shouldn't have dotted all glue on at once because it's gonna dry. Darn. I feel like I'm trying to impress you guys, but I'm just like not doing a very good job. Okay, so very steadily. There we go. Okay. And this is the final look. And this is the final look. I actually don't feel like it looks very different from like most of my neutral looks, but oh well. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!